Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? As promised in our daily financial news this morning, I wanted to produce a video talking about lessons I've learned from the first 1,000 students of One Rental at a Time. If you don't know, we started this journey together about 2.5 years ago. Really starts with the creation of a YouTube channel, the creation of the book. It has been recognized by Forbes, is on Amazon and Audible, right behind my shoulder there. But then it really morphed into how can I help you repeat what Olivia and I have done? In the beginning, I tried to do this with one-on-one coffee talks and phone calls, and it just became too much. So about a year and a half ago, I broke down and invested a month in creating both a free course and a paid course to really help you repeat the success that we have had. And now that we've had 1,000 students, I wanted to look back and just have an honest assessment of what I've learned from helping 1,000 people in my courses. And again, there's a link below. There's a playlist for my students. The course for $200 is the best thing I've created, let alone all the extras I give now. But I feel really, really good about it. But let's take a look at the good and bad and things I've learned. All right. So things I've learned from helping 1,000 students. First, the mindset of one rental at a time is both powerful and freeing when it is appreciated. I wasn't sure, right? We had done our journey for 15 years. We wrote about it. People enjoy the book. 327 five-star reviews on Amazon. I greatly appreciate all the reviews on Amazon. But I wasn't sure I could create a course that documented in what we did. And then when I created it, I focused on what we did and not fluff. So the course smacks you right away in step one with, okay, this is what we did, right? Focus and daily execution. And I wasn't sure how that would play. A lot of the stuff I see out there is all fluff and why and all of that stuff. That's not who I am. That stuff's in the course, but that's like step 4 or 5. I want to know right up front if you're going to do the work. So I'm happy to say that the mindset that I have, what we've created with One Rental at a Time together, is powerful and freeing. And the people that sign up are enjoying it. And that makes me feel really good. And they're executing and doing the work. If you're not going to do the work, don't waste $200. I don't need it. I don't want it. But if you're ready to do the work, you want to work in 2020 to get ready for 2021, there's nothing better than this course. And the other thing, again, I wasn't sure I was going to be an effective teacher. I don't mean this to sound arrogant, but over the years, I have learned how to present. I presented in front of crowds almost as large as 20,000. I can tell a story. Those are things I was decent at my day job. I could inspire other salespeople to strive for million dollar years and blow out their quota. But I wasn't sure I could inspire someone I've never met. Most of you watching this, I will never meet in person. I wasn't sure I could put something together that would allow you to keep executing day after day after day. That's one of the reasons I create daily content. I want you to remember that I'm here. I'm answering questions all the time. I do this stuff in the morning before Olivia gets up, so it's fun for me. But I wasn't sure I could inspire people I don't know to spend $200 on the belief or hope that I can help them. That's what it has to take, right? No matter how many videos I create here or books I sell, if you're going to plunk $200 down, you've got to believe that I can help you. And I wasn't sure I could do that. And I'm very happy to see that 1,000 people have stepped up and are succeeding in writing offers and getting deals done. It's a pretty cool feeling, I'll admit. It's not hard to follow the steps I've outlined. There's nothing in my course that's brain rocket science, brain surgery. It's step by step. It's step by step. Do this, do this, do this, do this. And I've said it before, and I'm sure I'll say it 100 more times. It's exactly what I still do today. Everything in the course is what I do today. That's how I built the course. Is I spent a month researching what I've done, And I just documented. I give you my spreadsheet. I talk about yield. I talk about growing your team. I talk about looking at the deal, focus, time commitments, daily execution. It is easy. You just have to decide. Do you want to follow it or not? I can't make that choice for you. Here's one that's big deal, and I'm so happy to hear my students tell me this. It only takes 10 to 20 minutes. That's all it takes. In the beginning, the first few weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, it'll take you 20 minutes. You're just getting used to the process I outlined. But by the time you do that, it's going to get down to 10 minutes. And you can stop wasting time. Your life is already busy. Most of the people that follow this channel or appreciate the one rental at a time story, you have a day job. You have family commitments. You're like me. You don't have extra time. You don't have a 25th hour. Good news. What I outline, what I ask you to do is give me 10 to 20 minutes a day, at least 6 days a week. That's it. That's all I ask for. You'll get better a little bit every day. It takes work. I'm not going to do it for you. If you follow my channel, you look at comments on my videos, probably the most common question I get is, what do you think about X market? Albuquerque, Dallas, Memphis, Huntsville, Detroit, San Francisco. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I don't answer those questions. I only look at one market. It's the only market I know in detail. It's the only market I care to look at. I don't need to add another market. So you can see my answers generally goes by either something that's like learn your market or I don't know your market or whatnot. I'm not going to do the work for you. Frankly, I can't and have no interest in learning another market. So sorry. Focus. This is what I give you. This is step 1, step 2, and step 3 of my course. This is how you get to 10 to 20 minutes a day. Repetition and focus. Follow one course until successful. It's that simple. Focus. I didn't appreciate this in the beginning. This is a superpower of mine. When I get focused on something, I can do it like a hammer and just keep going, and I don't get bored. I don't lose focus. That's how I can do daily financial news at 7:30 for over a year. That's how I can produce 3,000 videos in less than a year and a half. Because I don't think about what I've done. I just think about the next one. Focus, focus, focus. Most of you should see my course, and what we teach in focus is a good thing. It's freeing. It allows you to execute and move on. Some of you want to be scattered. You want to do 1,000 things and go 50 directions an inch at a time. Not my thing. Not what I teach. Not what I talk about. What I have found by students in my course is they're a little bit uncomfortable the first 2, 3, 4 weeks because they're doing something and they're like, I'm done already. What do I do now? Well, I give you permission to go do your life. You're going to come back and execute a set of activities once a day for the first 30 days. But around day 30, some by day 20, some by day 45, but around day 30, every student that's done the work goes, aha. They have this like light bulb moment where they get it. They're like, I see it. I can start to see what an average deal is. I can start to see what a great deal is. It's freeing. It's powerful. It's that moment I wish all of you can get to. It is just an awesome thing to see. This is the question. What is a bad, average, good, and great deal in your market? That's the question I get. Once you can answer that question, I have successfully taught you a skill. I believe one rental at a time, the mindset, the course is a skill. And how do you learn a skill? You repeat it over and over and over again until it's freeing. I don't know any better analogy, and I don't generally like to use sports analogy, but the only one I have is it's like a golf swing. If you've ever picked up a golf club, that first swing feels weird, uncomfortable. You probably dug it into the ground or missed the ball. But when you do it over and over and over, you start making contact, and then the ball gets off the ground, and pretty soon you're out on the course shooting scores. That's what my course is. My course is something you could use to buy and hold, flip, wholesale. I teach you a skill of how to learn a market and figure out what a bad, average, good, and great deal is. That's what I teach. And I think it's valuable for all real estate investors. The most enjoyable thing I have is when I find somebody who's gone from 0 to 1. That is the hardest thing to do. To get off the snide, to write that first offer, to get into escrow, to get through inspections and close a deal. Helping somebody get their first good or great deal, it's almost like helping sales reps have record years, because it's so it's just a wonderful feeling that I look forward to repeating over and over and over. It's one of the reasons that I keep creating videos on this YouTube channel, is because every now and again I get a comment that says, "Hey, you helped me get my first deal." That's a feeling I seek, I search for. It's addictive. I look forward to this channel growing, the book growing, because I know we can help hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, and maybe one day millions of people. That's a pretty cool feeling, to help 1 million people. I look forward to enjoying that someday. Here's another thing, kind of a negative. Lots of people comment on these videos or send me direct messages on Instagram. "Hey, Michael, I'm going to buy your course someday." Someday? I've learned over time, for every 10 of those some days I get, one of you sign up. I don't really know what to think when I see those. What I really think is I haven't created a compelling event. I haven't created enough for you. Or maybe that's you think you're telling me thank you in a nice way. I don't know. But yes, I hear a lot of people say, "I'm going to sign up," but they never do. I guess that's to be expected. But just so you know, I do notice that. And, follow through is important. Some things I've done that just makes this course even more powerful. And again, I do this just as much for you as for me. I created a private Facebook group just for paying students, only for paying students. And the group is growing to a size now where students are helping other students, like-minded individuals. The vocabulary is the same. It's pretty awesome. And then I've also gone to giving just private live streams in the Facebook group at 9 a.m. on Saturdays. They're recorded. You can go back and look at them. It's pretty fun. They last 15 to 20 minutes usually. But it's the closest thing you'll ever get to one-on-one mentoring with me. It's just the way I like to give back. Saturdays seem to be a good day for everyone, so it's kind of cool. I added the value and didn't not raising the price, so that's cool. In the end, the course that I'm talking about here is called How to Start One Rental at a Time. Again, it's the story of how I did it. Focused, save time, it's efficient. It's really built on the guts of this book, One Rental at a Time. This book that's on Amazon and Audible. That's our full journey. And then the course is how we did it. The book is the journey, and the course is how we did the journey. And again, it's $199. You also get access to the private group and then the Saturday mentoring sessions. So in the end, that's what I've learned. 1,000 people, right? That's fun. Helping 1,000 people is fun. So at the end of the day, if you want to be a part of the journey, go ahead. There's a link below. Check it out. There's a playlist where you can listen to other students talk about their journey. It's a lot of fun. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend.